Ladies, gentlemen, and none of the above, this is the 30th and final puzzle in the series. This is a Steinmetz solid concave 3x3. So as you can see here, I've done a cylindrical mod on one axis, a cylindrical mod on the second axis, but on the third axis, I decided to do the inverse of a cylindrical mod, which to me is concave edges. I actually think this looks really cool, and although I said in my last video with the concave puzzle that I was going to do some different concave mods, I actually haven't gotten around to doing that yet since I built this puzzle around the same time as I built this puzzle here, which is the concave edge slice cube, or whatever I called this puzzle. And you can pretty much see that the concave mods are the same on both of them because all of my concave mods have pretty much the same cuts on them. In fact, I even have my Christmas ornament from much earlier in this series, and you can see that this modification is pretty much the same as this modification, which in itself is pretty much the same as this modification here. I've really taken a liking to these concave mods. It's just because it's something that I've never really done before, and it's why I've been kind of doing it to death in this series. And I'm really happy with all the different and unique designs that I've been able to come up with. As for the actual puzzle itself, I'm not too happy with the stickers on these centerpieces here. The reason for that is there's actually nothing more than super glue holding these centers at the level they're in, and I wasn't able to press down very hard with the blade, so I just kind of had to cut the stickers by eye and hope that I didn't push the center cap in. Now as for the actual functionality of this puzzle, it is a 3x3 mod like any other, and if I start scrambling it up here you can see that it does in some very small way shapeshift. The pieces do stick out here and there because you have some cylindrical pieces and some concave pieces. You end up with this really interesting effect of having pieces that kind of dip down and come back over top of one another, and I think that even without the sticker scheme, this is just a very interesting puzzle, and I'd be interested to see what a mirror block version of this design would look like. And that's probably something that I'm going to try much further on down the track, but for now, I'm really happy with how this puzzle turned out, and I really love these Steinmetz solids. You know that I've done quite a lot of Steinmetz solids in the past, and it's always fun to explore a new and different concept. And now, to finish the series off, it didn't go as planned, but neither did my life, and that came good at the last minute, at least for now. You have no idea how many takes it took to get that. And that is it, the series is now over. I've done 30 builds, it should have taken 30 days, but hey, at least a video came out for each of them. Thank you to Daily Puzzle for sponsoring this series, and if you want to use Nathan Wilson at checkout to get 10% off your order, you can go do that. A link to their website will be in the description of this video, as there is for every single one of my videos that I put out in this series. It was really nice to get sponsored for this series. I had to do the last one myself, so it's pretty cool to be working with a new company. Daily Puzzles is great. They were really cool about sponsoring this series, and they're also going to be sponsoring some of my upcoming projects as well, so I'm looking forward to working with them on some future stuff. And also, thank you to all my Patreon supporters. This is a self-funded channel, and it's a poorly funded channel at that, but at least I'm able to make puzzles for you guys. So I've got some really cool projects coming up that I've been hanging to get started with, but I had to get these last few videos out. I wasn't going to abandon the series. I had to get the last few puzzles done, and now that they are done, I can work on some really cool big projects that I've got coming up. I designed some really cool stuff while I was over in New Zealand. I don't normally like to be removed from my work, but I got to spend some time away and I couldn't stop thinking about designs, and I've got some really cool stuff that I want to try over the next couple of weeks and months. But anyways, I hope you guys like this puzzle. I hope you guys like this series. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.